And then I said cold open. Doctor.
My opening is quite warm.
There it is. Thank you.
There we go. You're welcome.
Hi, welcome to the show where we read your emails and open things and drink tea.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the whole show these days.
Today we're having normal tea because I was already half through one and I didn't want to make more.
Did you make me a fresh one?
Yeah.
No, I didn't drink the last one. I threw it away because I didn't want any more caffeine.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You're so stupid.
Oh, you should have said no thank you.
I didn't know you were making it. I was setting up. Oh, this is a disaster.
This is called tea review.
So we got some stuff to open and some loads more emails to read again. Thank you for your consistent, unending, overwhelming tide of emails. We read like 3 an episode, which we do twice a week. And now we've got like 1 million more. So we will get to them all eventually. It's just going to take a little time.
Yeah.
So please bear with us. And we've got some boxes from some people.
Yeah, shall I get some stuff for you?
Get some boxes. Let's do the boxes first.
Look away. We
It's
don't
like-
want you to know.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's like Christmas. Hooray, here we go.
Merry Christmas.
It's another duck.
Alduin.
It's Alduin the duck from Skyrim. Wowee.
I
We'll
don't-
put him next to Garrus.
Do you want to open him?
You open him.
No, I've got to get another thing.
Oh, okay. I was going to let you open the next one for a change. We've got another duck to go on our set. Our very limited set. Which we're going to capitalize with, RPG ducks. There he is.
Because guess what, Samuel?
Oh, no.
There's another dog.
Oh, my God. It's
Commander Shepherd.
We're really overwhelmed.
Commander Shepherd the
With the-
dog.
With the RPG.
Do you like that face?
It really does look like him, doesn't it? Wowee.
The dogs are staring at us like, what are you doing?
What is
Oh my God, Brie, what is that face?
Here, a duck. to
She's
go on
gurning at us.
our unending duck set.
That is an unorthodox
Wow.
thing.
I mean, they're really well made.
He has got the light skin stare there.
Look at the armor. It's like really well made. It's like logical Mass Effect armors. Wowee.
Tell me this is another
N7 duck. Is it another duck? Is it another duck? Don't say it's another duck.
Why don't you open it and find out?
Is it another duck?
It may be another dog.
Are we going to be overwhelmed by ducks? We've had a tremendous duck delivery over the last week. Oh my God, it's another duck. It's a duck of Dovahkiin. And there's a thing in there. Quick, grab it.
It's
It
a
came with a
pin.
pin. Look, it's who is that? Is that supposed to be a character?
I assume it's supposed to be something from Skyrim.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's anyone in particular. It could be Ulfric Stormcloak. Here you are. Let me know who this is.
Oh, it's supposed to be a blind box pin, but they didn't put it in the box. So we
I
just got
see.
the pin.
We just got.
But it's supposed to be enamel pin badger's surprise box.
Yeah, it's a Skyrim duck. To go. Collection of RPG ducks. I have a very large collection of ducks from all my favorite RPGs, including, get ready for this, Dovahkiin. Wow. In the
Dovahkiin.
Which helmet is this?
Oh, I don't know.
It's the iconic iron helmet. It's actually one of the worst helmets in the game,
Oh,
but it's just what they used for all the promo art and the box art, so there he is.
so everyone loves
They
it.
are shockingly well made.
Okay.
For like novelty RPG ducks. Like the detailing on Shepard's armor is quite insane. And then we've got little Alduin, who's a dragon duck. Goes with my other avian flying duck.
And then we've got...
Oh my God. Caramelized biscuit.
So you know how we got that Yorkshire tea biscuit flavour? This
Yeah.
is a new one.
Yeah.
That's caramelised biscuit.
Okay.
I think they swapped out the old biscuit blend for this one.
Oh my God. Okay. That could be really nice. I'm not sure.
We'll put it back here for now.
That will be next episode's delicious tea-based gift.
Yes.
I don't think you'll like it. Because you're not a big caramel fan, are you?
I'm not a fan of sweet things at all.
I am
really.
a big caramel fan,
I'm
so
okay with this.
I'm good with that.
A little bit of sweetness in a tea, but I don't like it to be too sweet. Personally.
Okay. Well, our army of RPG ducks
Can you put our teas back?
can guard the biscuit tea.
Guard
Thank
the
you for your
tea,
kind
yeah.
gifts.
There you go, Dovahkiin.
Appreciate the incredible amount of set dressing we've got very quickly.
Yeah.
Ducks and crabs are natural enemies, so I'm gonna have them staring down.
Yeah, of course.
Anytime now,
I think-
Shepherd Duck is gonna punch Crab Bell.
Well, Crab Bell luckily is very powerful, or this could be a very
But
one-sided battle.
Shepherd fights in Mass Effect big metal sea creatures.
Oh.
They're the big enemy.
I see.
So this This is basically the plot of Mass Effect,
This is
right
canon.
here.
This is canon.
Yeah, and then you can pick either the blue ending or the green ending, which is the cups. So this is all canon Mass Effect,
Oh my god.
except for Dovahkiin.
Well, Brie likes it.
So we got some. Thank you, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate the very kind duck, the duck set. And we'll try some of that delicious brisket brew. We'll give it to all of our guests when they turn up for Christmas. Force it on them.
Yes.
See what they think. And now your favorite segment: 1 million questions.
Yay!
So we'll start from. I favorited a few just to have a quick go through here. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Lock in. This is from Marlboro Red.
Thanks, Marlboro Red.
Hi, Mr. Streamer. I hope you're well. I was watching the latest rumour and shocked to learn Yorkshire tea red and not gold. How do I recover from this betrayal? Also, have you not featured Yorkshire tea on tea review yet? All the best, Marlboro Red. Do I have some news for you?
We drink Yorkshire tea whenever we are
That's it right here.
drinking tea.
This is the stuff. We have
Yeah.
an enormous bag, and we have some decaf. Some decaf too. Sorry, I got hiccups. I'm fighting it.
Yeah.
We got decaf too, which is the only decaf tea that I've ever drank that doesn't taste like total shit.
We used to get Yorkshire Gold, but then it got too expensive.
Oh, it's hideously expensive now. And I'll be honest, it's not that much nicer. In fact, I don't think I'll be able to tell in a blind taste test.
I think I would, but I don't care enough.
Yeah, it's just not.
The thing is that we get, like, I'm not even joking, I think it's like a sack that's like 3 kilograms of tea or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
And you can't get that for the Yorkshire Gold, which is why we do red, because we drink that much tea.
Yeah. So this is... And actually, are they a fake fan? Did I not do a box of... No, it was Tetley. That box I did for the first ever tea review. You remember the piss take? And I said Tetley used... I said in a video, this was years ago, in our old... Not the last house, but the house before. I said...
that you did do Yorkshire tea for this, because I remember it, because you burnt your mouth on it. And then you said Tetley more like Shitley or something.
PG Tips. It was PG
more
Tips.
like PG shit.
Because I said PG Tips used slave labour. And then they tweeted at me.
Yeah, they tweeted to Sam.
They tweeted at me their brochure about how they're all ethically sourced.
Yeah, it was interesting to see that you said PG Tips, not PG shits.
That was so funny.
Yeah.
That was very bizarre.
So yeah,
I don't know
fake
what.
tea review fan.
I think that's up on the second channel somewhere if you want to go dig it up.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, you were like, oh yeah, this is really good, and you literally just put the boiling water in and you sipped it, and I was like, hey, what the fuck is this man doing? You're like, yeah, it's really good.
Then we have an email from the man who suggested Buggo Drink.
Oh, I see.
Buggo Drink was a RimWorld character.
I know Bucko Drink.
You know Bucko Drink, but Buggo Drink was a bug.
I
That's
get
it.
that. Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
I got from context. Yeah.
Hi both.
Hi.
Hopefully you get through the backlog of problems from other people and manage to read this one, as I'd really like some opinions outside of my own echo chamber. Recently, I've been finding it harder and harder to deal with the people I work with, 90% of the time completely invalidly. I was wondering if you had any tips for dealing with these kind of feelings. It might be worth asking one of the modders in the basement how they deal with Sam. Any advice you could provide would be appreciated. Please don't use my real name.
We wouldn't do that anyway.
Unless your real name is the man who suggested Buggo Drink, at which point...
sorry.
My bad, yeah. So... difficult question for me.
Yeah, because you are quite...
I don't have to handle other people.
Yeah.
I'm a...
Well, you used to work in a co-op. How did you... Because you worked with people you objectively didn't want to be around.
Yeah. I mean, before I went to uni, I worked loads of jobs, but yeah, I mean, working in like a shop, like a grocery shop, is hard. Because the customers you don't want to be around, and your colleagues you generally don't want to be around. And the fact that it was in a small town as well, and everyone knew everybody,
each other,
and
yeah.
you cross them on the street, it's really hard to separate that out. But we'll just assume this is let's assume this is a normal 9 to 5. You go into the office, you clock in, there are just people hanging by the coffee machine being a bit loud, or whatever it is people do in their real jobs. I think, firstly, it's acceptable to be irritated with your colleagues. I don't think you should feel guilty for it. And I know you've said 90% of the time...
they didn't do wrong.
That it's like, yeah, invalid. But I also think that just being at work in general is already enough of a reason to be pissed off. Getting out of bed in the morning is enough to put you in a foul mood. So I'm all right with a little bit. I think a bit of work hostility is very understandable. You definitely don't have to be anyone's friend at work. But I think it's also like goes the other way quite a lot. What's your opinion? Because you've actually worked a real job more recently than I have.
Yeah, I was thinking about it because I had people that I had grievances with at work that were like legitimate grievances. So it's a bit more different. What I will say is that we don't know what your actual feeling is, if you're just getting annoyed, if it's like a problem from your end. Like, for instance, if you're feeling like having irrational thoughts about what other people might be saying about you, etc. We don't exactly know what your perspective is, so it's hard to give good advice. Because if it is an issue of, for instance, like paranoia, which I'm not saying it is, but if it is that, then that's something that you've got to work on within yourself rather than other people.
It could be bringing problems into work with you. You know, are you waking up every morning, just to keep it nice and trivial here, and is your bedroom carpet made of Lego, and you're walking across that and it's pissing you off, and then you're going to work, and then, you know, maybe these people are getting in the crosshairs.
Because I think that a lot of the time when I get annoyed with somebody that doesn't deserve it, I'll talk about, so like, I'm too old for this now and I don't really feel it anymore, but when I was young, for instance, my grandparents would be overbearingly nice. They'd be like, oh, what's wrong with you? Oh, are you okay? And I'd be like irritated with them. But in my head, I'm like, I know that this is not coming from a bad place, but I'm annoyed right now. And my way of getting around that when I was a kid, and now as an adult, I'm like, whatever, was appreciating the fact that there was no ill intent on their side and it was me. By accepting that it was me, I could deal with it my own. Brie has scratched her ear today too hard and made herself unhappy, by the way.
So she keeps shaking.
Yes, it was your own fault, little beef. She ran through nettles. But yes, so if I was you, I don't want to make it all about you, but clearly other people are not doing all that much wrong. They might just be a bit annoying, which you just got to kind of think about it this way. I want to be a professional. I'm at work. I had people I legitimately...
Compartmentalize.
Yeah, I legitimately had people I hated at work. But when I was at work, I was fine. If we were outside of work, it didn't matter. I could say or think whatever I want. When I'm at work, I'm working.
Yeah, be a different person at work than you are at home.
Genuinely. But whenever I was... Sam thought it was freakish, because whenever I was working in a customer service job, I was not me in that role. It actually was a bit...
You were terrible at compartmentalizing, though, because then you come home and you'd speak to me like I was a customer.
Well, I had to, like, wind myself down from that, you know? Which is why I used to have to, like, spend an hour just, like, in a dark room not talking to people because I hated it so much.
It's a little over... There's a little bit of
it's
overreaction,
well,
yeah.
on weekends, it was, like, genuinely, sometimes you just didn't want to talk and you had to, like, kind of force yourself to be a normal person. But, yeah, I'd say compartmentalize a little bit. Just, like, I'm at work, niceties... These people aren't bad people, they're just not my people. And that's kind of how you get around it, I think.
I'd go in the similar direction, and I'd say, you know, work is a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Fleeting thing. You know, people come in and out of jobs all the time. Maybe view it as that, right? Because you can't be pissed off at work all the time, because you're just going to feel like shit, and everyone else is going to feel like shit. And maybe HR... looking for a reason to save some money in the budget, you know, you got to think about these things. So here's what I'd do, right? This is legitimate, but also a little silly to keep it light. I would just view it all as totally something you can forget about, you know. View it as that transient thing, right? Where it's a fucking job, you know. You can find another job. Everyone finds another job, and even if you don't find another job, just I don't know. Steal. There's like plenty to, and if you view it genuinely, though, there is a little bit of truth to this. Whereas if you view it as an unserious thing, you might find yourself clocking out in ways that help keep your mental peace.
I think that's kind of the main thing, that this is coming away a little bit from being annoyed with people at work, and more of a be competent enough at your job, but don't feel stressed about your job if you can.
Do you just hate your job?
Yeah.
I think that could be valid, because if you were like, I love my job, but I hate the people there, I mean, these people could just be assholes.
I doubt it, though. Not given their own description of it, I doubt that they are assholes. It also
depends where you work.
Because I'll say this, when I worked in a shoe shop, there was like half of the staff who were kind of like, how do I put this, like cliquey makeup girls, just not my crowd at all. I don't even know how to interact with girls like that. I really struggle with it, because like I just never hung out with girls like that when I was young. So as an adult, I was totally fine with them. We worked normally. We weren't friends, but that was fine because we were at work. It didn't matter. But if you have your own like people that you enjoy being around, even if they're not at work, then, you know, focus your thoughts more on that. Focus more on those people.
Yeah, don't pay attention to work.
Yeah, they're genuinely. Genuinely, especially if it's not a job that you like are passionate about. Frankly, I am all for people quiet quitting and just doing what you have to. Just do what you have to get going, get along. And because I grafted my ass off at like a minimum wage job, got a promotion which gave me 50p extra an hour. Then they raised the minimum wage and they didn't raise my wage, so I was earning 20p more than normal staff while I was grafting. Why the fuck didn't I just not care at that point?
Yeah.
There's just no point in caring.
I mean, I deal with all my issues in life by just treating it as a big cosmic joke. You can be serious about things, or you can not.
I
and
think
just
there's
accept
a time
that
and place for both.
we're just floating out here and nobody knows what they're fucking doing.
I mean, if you want to have a reality check about the people in your life, watch the TikToks of that man in London asking people questions like, what is the biggest planet in the solar system?
He'll
What's
interview
4 squared?
random people on the street with basic general knowledge questions. And it's just like, it's gotten to the point now where we'll watch these videos and I'll say the stupidest answer I can think of, and then the people in the video being interviewed will also say the stupidest answer they can think of, but they don't know the right answer. So there was one the other day where the guy was like, what's the biggest planet in the solar system?
And Sam said sun.
I was like, the sun, obviously. And then this guy in the video
Actually
was like,
said sun.
The sun, it's the sun, innit? And then he's like, hang on, no, the sun's not in our solar system. And I was like, man.
And then man was like, the interviewer was like, oh, so what is in our solar system? He went, Earth.
Earth.
And it's only Earth.
It's one thing to be stupid. It's another thing to be predictably stupid. That's like an offensive level. But it's like some of it. Maybe I'm more forgiving than I should be. Some of it, when he's like going up to someone who's maybe slightly older, you know, working a fucking blue collar job or whatever, and he says, what's, you know, the square root of 49? Right.
Well, I didn't remember what the denominator and numerator were anymore. I don't remember what those words are anymore because they haven't done maths.
If it's
since I was, like,
maths
16.
that was taught in the last 10 years, right, and you're asking it to a fucking 50-year-old electrician or bricklayer or whatever, they're probably not gonna. They probably knew it once and they've probably forgotten. And I'll give him some grace on that. I think that's fine. It's when it's the really obvious stuff. When it's like, can you name 3 countries in Europe? Oh, you know the classic one that they always fucking say. What's the capital of India? And then everyone always says Pakistan.
Sorry, I'm trying to help Beans out.
She's being a little baby.
She's being a baby. Did you get a sting in your ear? She got a nettle sting in her ear.
Oh no, maybe she shouldn't go near the fucking nettles,
She shouldn't be eating grass next to the nettles.
Anyway, people are stupid. How do we get onto the people are stupid?
To make them feel better about the co-workers.
Oh yeah, like the majority of people are stupid. It's Carl Sagan. Like 50% of people, if you're average intelligence, you're smarter than 50% of people on the planet. Just like that set in.
Oh, I don't like thinking about that.
No, it's terrible, isn't it?
Well, the thing is, I genuinely go through life just presuming that everyone is on a similar level, and it does hit me sometimes when you see those sorts of.
And this is where some smart fucking arsehole, sorry, just got to catch them out while they're typing the comment. That's not how it works. Intelligence and IQ is on a bell curve, so there won't be 50% of people. Yes, obviously, thank you. It's just an expression. Don't worry about it. It's just food for thought, okay? We know that. You don't have to wank yourself off in the comment section by typing it out there, you big brain fuck.
It really bothers me when people go in comment sections and like say obvious things when somebody exaggerates on purpose or something.
Here's my chance to be very smart. I've got to call out the Discord. I've got to call out the fucking Discord. Okay, sorry. We'll get on to the other questions in a second. Yesterday, right, the subject of coffee came up. More specifically, someone posted a picture of tiramisu and I said, I can't stand tiramisu. And then somebody said, do you not like coffee? And I said, no. And then the conversation devolved. Americans, right, being like, oh, I like blah, blah, blah coffee. And then someone was like, you don't drink real coffee. I drink real coffee. Oh, I have an espresso. That's not real coffee. I drink this coffee. And then people start posting pictures of their coffee machines. And just before this started happening, I was like, we don't need to turn this into one of those masturbatory conversations about how you eat the spiciest food, the darkest coffees, you watch the most extreme horror films, whatever it is. And then people just kept going. And people just kept fucking, oh, I drink 12 of the blackest coffees a day. It's like grit, and I chew it and break my teeth. That's how strong I have my coffee. And I just checked out. I was like, I'm out. I'm done. We don't need this on the internet all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I have 2 double espresso a day.
It drives
sometimes.
me fucking
it's
nuts.
Crazy.
When people go to restaurants and they're like, oh, you know, it's like the teenage boys going to Nando's thing, oh, mate, you're having a medium. Oh, fanny, pussy, oh. And then they'll order the spiciest chicken possible, and they won't enjoy their meal because they're just doing it to act like a dickhead. It's the people who go on TikTok and they eat those fucking bulldog noodles, the really, really spicy ones.
I know them, yeah.
The really spicy ones, and then they're like, oh, that's not very good. What the fuck's wrong with you?
I feel uncomfortable because I like these things you're talking about.
That's fine. But if you make it your whole personality about how you drink the blackest coffee and eat the spiciest, it's honestly it's that temperature argument again, isn't it? Wow, it's really cold here today. It's not as cold as where I live. It's like, let me remind you how cold it is elsewhere in the world. It's colder here in these places that you're not acclimatized to. Drives me mental. Egocentricism. All of you.
Oh. Breeze just laid her head on Sam's
She's laid on my foot.
I think that what I did helped her rear a little bit.
Even though I'm an angry, judgmental person. I'm
dog
judgmental
loves
for the
you.
right reasons, let's be clear. I'm judgmental for the right
No,
reasons.
you're always right, Sam.
I'm judging people because they are being exclusionary of others' tastes. I said let people enjoy what they enjoy, and then the chat was flooded with pictures of people's coffee machines stacking up their fucking packets of the highest intensity brews they could find.
You know what? I say? If you don't like mushrooms, electric chair.
No.
If you don't like mushrooms, electric chair.
No. I don't agree with this.
Electric chair.
Even though I'm a horrible person, animals trust me, and that's a good sign.
That is a good
When
sign.
animals trust you,
We saw a dog get a pup cup today.
because dogs don't hear my words, they just see what's on the inside. They see my heart.
I saw 2 dogs that were not my own today.
They were in a coffee shop.
We saw a Bichon
A bichon.
and we saw a Labrador, and it was a fat Labrador.
It was a fat
That was a
Labrador. It
fat
needs to have
Labrador.
less pop cups, quite frankly.
Yeah, they gave it the pup cup. Everyone was like, "Yay, Labrador!" And I was like, "This is a very cute boy. My God, does he need the diet?"
This is the problem with people getting Labradors and being like, oh, Labradors are kind of big, fat, chunky boys. And it's like,
Nah, that dog was definitely obese.
And then people are like, oh, he's an English lab. He's supposed to be big and fat. And it's like, oh.
I don't think that it's hard to have your dog not be overweight.
Let them chase a duck in a field. Not too much, otherwise your dog will get obsessed with chasing ducks in fields.
Speaking of dogs that are obsessed with ducks in fields.
We walk around the field and we let her do a sniff, right, which you should. And then we'll do a few laps of walking around, just walking places, letting her get some sniffs in. But if she knows the duck is coming, she'll run back to the car and she'll stand by the car and she'll stare at us and be like, get the duck.
Get the duck now.
Get the duck right now. Anyway, no fat Labradors in this household is what I'm saying.
No.
I have another email. And I'm
Okay.
not going to read the name out.
Okay.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Even though
okay.
it's a normal first name, not very
We
identifying.
don't want to give away just in case.
The subject
Yes.
is sensitive. Hi! As the subject suggests, I'm planning to propose to my boyfriend soon. Since I'm a jeweler and he's an artist, we figured designing our rings how we would want would be lovely. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Especially since diamonds are ugly. And bullshit, by the way. Sorry, going on a tirade again.
Yeah.
I've fallen into jeweler TikTok.
Oh.
My dad's a jeweler. Maybe it's because he has sent me some shit before.
Some
Whatever.
reels of his
I
own.
don't know. So I've ended up on that side of things. And people will look for diamonds specifically with imperfections, which when you consider it, doesn't really make much sense. But you have to look for diamonds with inclusions because that's how you know they're natural and not lab grown. But obviously we all know diamonds are fake, right? It's a fake market, inflated and controlled to sell diamonds in New York, etc.
Yeah.
And they're literally sat on a vault of like millions of diamonds, which they artificially release slowly. But like, surely, if you could go to a lab and get like the perfect diamond for less. Now, I could understand from a historical perspective, if you're buying a historical piece.
Yes.
This is something that, had this significance from this point in time, or blah, 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 or whatever. That's acceptable. But if you're buying, like, just some jewellery.
If you were to buy me my engagement ring today, I would be totally fine, if not
it was a
happier, with a lab-grown, non-blood diamond.
Well, that's exactly going to be my point, because along with that, you've also got, like, the whole blood diamond stuff. Have you seen the film Blood Diamond?
No?
That was a very shaking film. They actually tried to get it shut down. Because they didn't want to expose Big Diamond.
It's like how they didn't want people to know about Shamu.
What the fuck is Shamu?
Shamu is the killer whale that everyone knows about that killed someone.
Shamu? I don't know
Shamu.
about no killer whale killing a guy. I thought they were friendly.
No, do you not know about this? Why SeaWorld's no longer got killer whales?
I call them orcas because I thought we were friendly, but now I'm going to start calling them killer whales. What do you mean?
Yeah, How did you
A
know
man was killed by a killer whale.
Multiple people have been killed by killer whales, but only in captivity.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I know that.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, they had the whole film about like the way that they were mistreated at SeaWorld, and they really didn't want it made because it was gonna genuinely hurt their business so much, because it was proven basically by this documentary to the wider public.
That's also why they tried to shut down Star Trek 4, where they go back in time to get a whale to speak to aliens.
Yes, that's why they tried to shut down Star Trek.
Transparent aluminum! No?
Answer this fucking question.
What was I about to say?
You were talking about
We got into whales
the Blood
and
Diamonds
diamonds.
film. You got into there.
Oh, I got a general knowledge fact for this episode.
Okay.
Killer whales have a bite force. Orca. Because I'm still not sure maybe that person was like pissing him off. I don't know. I want to hear both sides of the story, Your Honor. Orca have a bite force of 13,000 psi.
That's a lot of PSI.
That's a lot of PSI. A gorilla, for comparison, has 130 PSI.
That's a lot of PSI.
So if you were bit by a gorilla, you'd be like, oh, fuck, that hurt a lot. My arm's gone. If you were bit by a killer whale, you would...
You wouldn't, yeah.
Well, you'd say the same thing.
Yeah, you would.
Because it's overkill.
Maybe you'd say it like, actually, because it's so hard, it would be done immediately.
I wouldn't say either, because A, I'm friends with gorillas, right?
You're a friend of gorillas.
And B...
This person had a question, and you have completely skipped over to talk about gorillas.
I'm not calling them killer whales because I think that's offensive. And you know what? If you call them a killer whale and they get violent, fine. That's your own fucking problem. And since that's the case, we thought it'd be fun to take each other's rings and both pick a moment to propose. We have an upcoming vacation. Where did this email come in? Oh no.
Yeah?
Oh, it was a long time ago.
Yeah, you messed this up.
Our vacation has passed and I've already proposed. I suppose since I'm asking, the advice I'm asking isn't so much for when, but what situation do you think y'all is best? Probably still going to decide on my own, but this seems like a fun submission. You're right.
Well, do you want to talk about when we decided to get engaged?
No.
No?
No.
I remember when we talked about it properly, because you vomited on our rug.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We were really you were drunk out of your head.
Yeah.
And we got onto the talk of engagement rings, and you were like, choose one, and then you vomited on the rug. Do you not remember this?
I remember the situation very differently.
Do you?
Yeah. But that's all right. I won't argue against you because, you know.
No, but I remember that conversation. There was more to it, obviously, but I don't want to give away everything about.
I remember more subtly asking you what you liked.
Well, I ended up going through like a big list of rings and kind of sending you ones that I thought were the prettiest, that were within budget, yeah, we decided, or at the very least, you decided that we would get engaged at a place that I like.
Yeah.
Specifically. Like I kind of knew it was coming because it was going to a place that I liked, and we kind of already talked about it. So yeah, I guess the best time is just like when you wanna.
Whenever it feels right.
If you've both talked about it and you're both down, I think the worst time to propose to someone is when you are not both on the same page about it.
I'm gonna tackle this question though as if it's happening on this vacation.
Okay.
Right. First thing you got to do. Okay. Very obvious. Do not have any sort of risky food before this moment is going to occur.
What, like raw garlic?
And that applies to raw garlic.
I had garlic right before you proposed. Right before, raw garlic on a charcuterie board.
I don't remember that. Oh, because we went to that Italian place,
Yeah,
didn't we?
did.
Oh, God, yeah. Okay, you're so right. Okay.
I did.
Yeah. What I was thinking more is like the shittle direction. So don't be like having seafood.
Yeah.
You know, don't have airport sushi,
I was
speaking
gonna
from
say
experience.
airport sushi, yeah.
Damn near lost my life to that. You know, play it safe because you want to be in your best mindset, right? Though it does sound like you're already like very prepared, in fact, more so than almost everyone else.
Yeah.
If you're both discussing designs and swapping, and you've kind of got this planned. So
the way that you chose, because you kind of knew that you wanted to do it that day, and we were at one cool area in this like place that we'd gone to that was like awesome, but there were children screaming in the background, and they could have turned up at any point.
Well, there were no people around. That was actually going to be something I mentioned. Keep it private, because I think absolutely no offense or ill will to anybody who has maybe chosen this path, but public engagements or engagements in front of the family can be a unbelievably dangerous game to play.
Yeah.
And let's, if it's a vacation for you and other people, or if it's, a gathering of you and other people, it does focus the spotlight on you, whether rudely or otherwise. So I think it's always best to just do it solo,
I prefer, at least, obviously, between you and your partner, you'll know what you both like. Obviously, talk to them about where they want to be proposed to.
Might be a bit late. Sounds like the holiday's booked.
True. Well, what I mean is, say, how do you feel about public proposals? Just offhand. And if they go, I fucking hate that, then, I'm not doing that.
Or, no. See, I would be another layer deep. I'd be like, man, look at this video. And then I'd find some cringy public proposal on TikTok. And then I'd say, I don't know if I would want to be proposed to in public. And then you've got a conversation going that's happened naturally. You got to keep them. You got to think about it. Keep them on there.
The thing is, we know each other very well. We already knew these things about each other. Neither of us would have wanted to have a super public proposal. One of the worst things ever is there's a couple of monuments relatively near where we live, and whenever we go up there, you'll often see people proposing to their partners, and I genuinely cringe whenever I see it. Not because of their happiness, but because if it was me, I would die. It's secondhand cringe.
Yeah. But that also is another good point. Don't give a fuck about what anyone else thinks.
If you want to do that, then do it. I mean, my secondhand cringe is not your problem.
If you want to do a big family gathering and make it a big fucking scene, and that's what works for you, then that's what works for you. But I would cringe out my anus.
I couldn't do it.
I would collapse in a ball.
Yeah, no. I think that, it's just figuring out, you'll feel this is a good spot, this is a good place. And also, good advice, take the ring with you everywhere. There might be a moment when you're just in a place and it's an intimate moment and it's just right.
Like the stars have aligned, there's nobody around, the weather is good, there's a fucking rainbow, you don't know what's going to happen, you hit it.
Yeah.
And you just do it.
Yeah.
You just rip it off.
Just keep it with you at all times and obviously keep it as hidden as you can. But yeah, I think that is the way to do it.
Have a speech prepared, get a real long speech. Okay.
You didn't have a long speech.
No, I fucking did not.
Your speech was cute though. I cried.
I just ripped it off the top, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like, and then pull out a fucking A3 of all your best traits and qualities because it wouldn't fit.
Mabel just attacked him. I don't know if that was a good insult. It sounded like you could, there's too many. That's kind of...
Oh, yeah, you're right. No, I meant paper would be too big for
I haven't got enough
one line I would write.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That didn't...
Don't dissect it.
You ruined that.
Shut up. Anyway, you got anything else to comment on?
Not really.
Because I feel like this is potentially a very sexist thing I'm about to say. I don't think men give a fuck. For the most part, I think men don't give a fuck. I think men stress about it and they compartmentalize it away so they don't have to think about it because it is expected to be this enormous thing. Or maybe actually this is more the case that from my perspective, it appears that women care more.
Yeah, I mean, I considered proposing to you, but you specifically wanted to propose to me because we had that conversation.
Well, I never know when I might want to run. So I didn't want to be locked in and then it'd just be really embarrassing, wouldn't it?
So you would have said no if I'd have proposed to you.
I'd have been like, let's.
I would have actually killed myself. That would be the end of my life.
Yeah, of course. That would be a horrible thing to do to anyone, and I wouldn't have done that.
Bro,
thank you.
I'm sorry to bring up Genshin Impact. This is the weirdest shit happened.
Fuck me. Okay, we are at 33:20. That was a pretty good going today.
Right, if you don't want spoilers for the story arc that just finished, then sorry to you because it's finishing in 2 days. The main characters that have been covered in this thing. The main character becoming this, he's like, oh, when are you going to respond to my proposal? And she's like, I'm still thinking about it. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, that in the time where people would fight with swords and shit, it was more of a formal affair, right? Where it would be like, I will propose a union between our houses. I await your response in 6 months.
It wasn't like that.
I'm just saying.
They were living together. And this guy is already proposing. She's like, I just wanted to consider my options. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean?
Tasting the cheese board.
Tasting the cheese board, as your grandmother would say. Oh yeah, it's just like, what? If you'd have said, oh, I just want to, take my time and really think about this. If somebody's proposed, surely you've already thought about this. Either this guy's fumbled like crazy, or this woman is crazy. Like, what? I mean, she was right to think about it in hindsight, but like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, please do make sure if you're ever going to propose to someone, make sure you've already had the discussion first. I know some people want it to be a surprise. I don't want it to be a surprise. I want to at least be of the knowledge that we're on the same page about this.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I think.
But again, I think that ship has sailed.
Oh, of course, these people. Well, the worst thing I've seen recently was that bloody, the 90 Day Fiancé style crap. And there's that guy and that woman who like had a huge argument because he decided to call her sister to be like, do you not like me? When she asked him to not do that. And then to apologize, he proposed to her live on radio.
That was awful. Thank you for reminding me.
That was some of the worst shit I've ever seen. And the woman was like, are you joking? And it's like, ugh. If I was that woman, I would have deported myself. I would have left the country.
I would have deported him.
I would never come back. I wouldn't ever want to be in the UK again. Oh my days.
Yeah, that's like taking the whole public proposal to the next level.
That was awful.
Who was it proposed on stage? Loads of people proposed. Oh, Johnny Cash, I think, quite famously did it.
I feel like when you're that sort of performer and you can almost get away with it more. Because your partner already knows.
And she can just be like, yeah, sure. And then off stage, she can be like,
what the fuck?
What are you playing at?
Yeah. Oh
anyway, our next question comes from Thomas. Hello, dear E and S.
Hi.
This is more of a discussion topic rather than a question, but could you do a top 10 or whatever interesting place around the UK you personally like to visit and or would recommend? I'm thinking mostly historical landmarks and places of natural beauty, but really anything goes. Well,
the Lake District.
I was going to say the Lake District.
I love the Lake District.
Is a classic, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to just rip some off then?
Yeah, I mean, like the
Bath.
Lake District was the first one. Bath's really nice.
Bath's like a
York,
classic.
York, just as a city.
Roman town, York, yeah.
You really want to go York Minster? It's so cool.
Cotswolds.
Yeah, cool place.
That's a classic place where all the tourists go and get in the way.
You go and look at yellow brick
and then
houses.
they buy a tremendous amount of Ferrero Rocher for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
What are we up to? 4? See, I can't speak for a lot of, like, I can't speak for London, never been.
I've been to London, and, like, the good thing about London is there's, like, so many free museums that are incredible that I think it's worth going there just for a cultural trip easily, ignoring the stuff you can pay for. I've been to Tower Bridge and seen, like, the crown jewels and stuff like that. It's cool. It's cool, you know? Always worth doing. Weirdly, I would actually say that people should go to dungeons across the country. You know, the like gimmicky, touristy dungeon places.
Warwick Castle.
Warwick Castle. Because
Yeah.
they all have a dungeons attached, and often they'll put them in like real castles.
Yeah.
And they'll have like fun history stuff as well as like a horror spook story to go along with it. One of the coolest things you can do in York is go on ghost walks around York. They're always really sick, always fun. Highly recommend doing those.
Natural beauty. You've got the
We've got loads of like national parks and things like
the
that.
basalt pillars in Northern Ireland. What's it called? The Giant's Causeway. That's pretty good. I mean, any of the Scottish Highlands, I think, would be
cool.
a totally safe bet. If you want to see the flattest place in the universe, you could go to Norfolk, where you can, I think, look across and actually see the other side of the planet.
You can specifically go to like good cultural cities like Edinburgh and London are really good to go to just to visit.
Durham, yeah.
Yeah.
Oxford.
Oxford's nice.
There's a lot of like, the thing is, there's a lot of just like ancient towns that you could just roll up and probably find.
Honestly, almost every town centre in the UK has got cool history. Like genuinely almost every single one, even the ones in the shithole areas, even back home.
When your cities have been around for, in some cases, like Bath, 2,000 years, really hard not to accrue
it's hard to
something
not have
for
something
people
cool.
to look at.
Bro,
right?
you know, like I went to college in Pontefract, and that's the place where the Haribo factory is. But also, Pontefract, this shit town, has a castle. Like everywhere has a castle. Like, if you go to anywhere, you will find something. I will always recommend to go to stately houses and anywhere by the National Trust.
I was going to say National Trust is your best bet. If you're like, it really depends. If you want to do like cultural history stuff, just type in National Trust and just go anywhere that pops up.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because a lot of these places on the National Trust will have like stately homes and castles with like big gardens that
If
are really
you
well
want to do
maintained.
lads on tour though, Manchester, Leeds, Bristol, Brighton.
Yeah. Bristol's awesome. I love Bristol.
I think Brighton's not a bad call. Penzance.
I guess, yeah.
I'm just thinking like down that way. Newquay is probably better.
I honestly,
Newquay's
frankly,
a shithole.
I'm gonna say this right now. Don't go to Cornwall. I love my Cornish friends. Cornwall has been ruined by tourists. Genuinely. It's one of those areas that genuinely has been ruined by tourists. It's just sad.
If you just want to see shit, just go to London. Like, genuinely, just go to London. You got all the iconic UK landmarks are in London.
Like, personally, I think that Stonehenge is cool. I've driven past it, but that was all I needed to do.
Apparently, Stonehenge is shit to visit.
I've driven past it. Like, I've driven past the Angel of the North. There's no point in me walking up to it. I can see it. Like, those sorts of things, it's like...
The Angel of the North, by the way, is imagine Christ the Redeemer, but a lot smaller.
It's still pretty big.
It's pretty big.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty big. But yeah, going to places like that, you're going to have a drive past them on the way to the cool stuff you want to go to. Because, like, I think it's more fun to learn about Stonehenge and things like that from a textbook, unironically.
If you want the real traveller's guide to the UK, right, you want to hit the arcades.
Right, you want to go to Skegness.
You want to go... Okay, here we go. So Skegness, obviously. Blackpool, obviously. Bognor Regis. Minehead Butlins, that would be a pretty solid bet. St Ives, speaking of Cornwall. These are all pretty great. Breen, Brixham, all of those shitholes. Hull, you could argue.
Ooh, Hull.
Hull is like a...
You know what, I will say this. If you want to go to, like, the best aquarium ever, the Deep in Hull is pretty awesome. The Deep is pretty great. Not named after the peak.
We do have big aquariums in the UK.
We have really good aquariums.
I think Plymouth Aquarium
is really good.
It's
got like one of the biggest tanks.
I was about to say, I think it's the biggest tank in Europe. Yeah.
Yeah. They're both, and both Hull and Plymouth have got the universities attached. So there's a lot of research that goes on.
And they're on opposite sides of the country, so
you can go to either side if you're on either bit. I personally think that Plymouth and its surrounding areas have got a lot of good areas of natural beauty and some good history, but it's really annoying to get to from the rest of the country.
It's Cornwall, in it, so it's a pain in the arse.
It is a pain in the arse. Like, getting a train from London to Plymouth is so annoying. Like, it's not the worst, but like, I would honestly say that I'd just go to Bristol.
Yeah.
If you want to come to the southwest.
Just go to London. That's it. That's the final answer.
Well, Bristol gives you access to Bath easy though. So there are two good ones.
That's true. Yeah, Bristol, like Bath is right next to Bristol, so you can do that.
So it's like a 20-minute train line.
You could do the modern, and then you could do the ancient.
Yeah.
Dip your feet in a Roman bath, and then hop on over to Bristol and, I don't know, eat vegan food and be gay.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Which is all that really happens.
Yeah, I'd do that.
From the people I know that live in Bristol, that's all that happens in Bristol.
That's true.
I only know exclusively gay people that live in Bristol.
Same.
Right.
To be fair, they're all bisexuals, right?
Oh, well, I don't fucking know.
I mean, they're gay like me.
I was about to say I haven't drilled down that much into it. But
I don't know. That
was a poor choice of words.
No.
Anyway, moving on.
Hi.
It's Zach. And
Hi,
Zach
Zach
asks, "Hello, Elise and Sam. It is I, the Frenchman, one of them anyway, dwelling in your Discord server. I have a simple question with a complicated answer.
Okay.
I intend to, in the near future, acquire a dog.
Wow.
I've always lived around dogs, or been around people who have dogs, and I have wanted one on my own for a while. I've never raised a dog myself. I want to do a good job and make sure he or she will be socialised right and can behave properly." They've got a good point on that.
Yep.
I was looking for your guidance as a veteran dog owner. Do you have any important tips or tricks or guiding principles when it comes to raising a dog? Thank you for your hard work, Mr. Streamer, the Rimworld series and the second channel and everything. Please read all the lore and dialogues. I'll forever be on that hill. And thank you, Elise, for being the funny one.
Thanks, man.
From Zach.
Appreciate
you think you're fucking funny yourself, do you, Zach? Maybe you should be the fucking funny one with a joke like that, big guy. Unreal. Anyway, dog discussion. How much time we got? Not much time. So
we can delete some stuff and continue.
No, my phone battery's on like 10%, so we're going to have to be cautious and careful. So
I would start off with, if it's a small dog, get a dog sling and take them everywhere with you.
Firstly, what breed are you getting? What breed are you thinking about? Research everything about that in particular, because getting a Tibetan Mastiff is going to be very different to getting a toy poodle.
Or getting a Jack Russell Terrier.
Or even then, right, like getting two different types of small dogs, like the difference between a Jack Russell and a Chihuahua, or the difference between a Chihuahua and a Bouchon, or something like that. Very different dogs.
Yeah.
So you get the breed dog firstly. Then it's 3 days for them to calm when they enter your home. 3 weeks for them to start to develop a personality, and then 3 months is when they'll be totally settled in. So whenever you get a new dog,
that's like general. That's not guaranteed.
yes,
Depends on
that's
their
a
personality.
rule of thumb.
Yes.
So
It's like the rule of 3.
Generally have to give them a few days just to acclimatize and chill out, and even then, for a very long time, they might not be exactly how they're going to end up being. So you always have to give them lots and lots of time. It fucks me off to no end when you see people going into dog shelters and then they say, I want this dog, and then they take the dog out and we know we didn't bond with it. You've known it for 5 fucking minutes.
Yeah, give it time.
On that fucking stupid show that we watch, when
Doghouse.
people go in and they're like, oh, I want this dog, but he's not running up to me, he's not playing games. The dog's just been let out of a fucking kennel. It's probably been trapped in for 6 months. Let's chill out. Also, adopting a dog, obviously preferable to buying a dog.
Yeah.
The only reason we can't do that is I'm allergic to dogs, and they never have any anti-allergy dogs. Also, that's another good point. No dog's hyperallergenic. It's a bullshit lie. You've been lied to. Some dogs are non-shedding, so will help with allergies. But all dogs are, well, I mean, if you're allergic to one dog, you're allergic to all dogs, really.
Yeah.
Because
Depends on what you're allergic
their
to.
licks and their
Dander.
general existence. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, if you get a puppy, that's like a whole different kettle of fish to get. Like
Getting an adult dog.
yeah, like rescuing a dog can be extremely difficult based on its different needs.
Or it can be extremely easy.
Get an easy dog for your first dog would
Yep.
be my only advice. I see so many people online or in Discord or on Reddit or whatever, or in real life. I got a Belgian Malinois as my first dog, and it's really hard. No fucking shit. If you get a working dog as your first dog and you are not prepared to deal with that, then you are going to be in for
an awful time.
bad time.
Frankly, do not get a cockapoo. Do not do it. Do not get a labradoodle. Do not get a cockapoo. I love my labradoodle. She was a prick when
Don't
she was
get
a puppy.
a cocker spaniel if you're
No.
living in a flat.
No,
Don't
do
get
it.
a regular spaniel of any kind if you're living in a flat.
They are working dogs. They need to be given the proper brain stimulation.
Right.
But yeah, I'd say one of the best pieces of advice I've seen is that if you do get a puppy and they stay small, get a sling, walk them around with you everywhere, even when they can't walk on the floor. That will give them that starting socialization they're gonna need to be a confident
I think
dog.
socialization is the most vital thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
On top
it's-
of everything else, you can have a naughty dog, but if it's nice around people. One thing we did, I was adamant about doing this with both dogs because my grandma had a dog that had, as we later found out, hip dysplasia, really bad joint problems. So if you touched it, if you picked it up, if you even went near it sometimes, it would growl and it would snap and it would bite on occasion.
Yeah.
What we did with these dogs is I would pick them up and carry them around all the time.
Yep.
All the time. And then prod at their legs and their feet and their face and their mouth
Make
and open
sure
their
that they
jaw
are
and look in their
used to you
ears.
touching them.
Really, manhandle them because then they'll just get used to it. And now when we have guests in the house, like the dog trainer that we were speaking to, who just came over basically just to see them, she was like, can I have them up on my lap? Is that fine? We were like, yeah. And they were just happy to climb up on this total stranger's lap and just...
And bear in mind, these are 20-kilogram dogs. They're not small.
Breeze 25, yeah.
So these are we personally are of the opinion that your dog should be able to be picked up, and you shouldn't. There are certain breeds that are going to be more standoffish than others. We want, at least with a puppy that you're raising yourself, to be able to do things
It
with
makes
them.
vets easier, travel easier. It just makes everybody's life who is involved. Because you never know, if you have to leave them overnight at a vet and they can't physically pick it up to move it, it's going to be
There's just a lot that you want to do. I would say that one of the best things you can do, especially with manhandling and touching and things like that, is treat as you go. Some dogs are going to be... But also, if you do buy from a breeder, go to a proper kennel club accredited breeder.
Bree's
It's more
breeders
expensive
were.
usually, but genuinely, Bree came in a much easier dog from the get-go with things like grooming, because they'd already prepared her for that before
they'll
8
basically
weeks.
start shaving it from day one, or at least
Or
exposing
if
it
you've
to the
got a poodle
sound
and
of
things like
shaders
that.
and stuff like that.
They'll get you if your dog has lifelong grooming needs. You need to make sure
That's
they're
another
used
thing
to
you
it.
got to consider, dog grooming. Because I'm sorry, there are so many dogs that need more grooming than people.
Also, please wash your dogs. You don't need to wash them all the time, but
People with even German Shepherds. I'm sorry, you got to brush them.
you gotta brush them. They got double coat. They need it.
Like
brushing.
golden retrievers, Labradors, they're they shed everywhere. But when's the last time you brushed them?
You really
sure,
do.
they do still shed, but
You need to think about those sorts of needs. If you don't want to deal with that, get a short-haired dog that doesn't shed as much. I think that genuinely that your knowledge is going to be helpful. But another piece of advice I give you is don't freak out too much. I am a bit of an overthinker, especially when it came to Mabel and Brie, especially with Mabel. Brie was a lot easier.
So
'cause
often
she was
I
my
was telling
second
you,
dog.
just like, don't worry about it.
But like,
Don't stress over it.
don't stress too much, but knowledge is also your friend. You need to kind of pick your battles. Don't be like terrified that Parvo is going to kill your dog every second. You're going to be fine. Just do the proper things that the vets tell you to do, and your dog will statistically be okay.
You should learn dog body language.
Yes, you should. Whale eyes.
Whale eyes.
Like
and
stiff body,
raised
tails.
hackles, and blah, blah, blah. All that stuff would be quite useful to know for easier communication. Some breeds communicate really well, like poodles and Labradors and border collies and stuff like that.
I will say those dogs communicate well with you, but
Yes.
poodles and staffies, Frenchies, pugs, they've all got faces that are obscured in some way that makes other dogs harder to understand them.
I was going to say, like a pug, you're in for a difficult time trying to trying to read that body language.
Yes, so you can understand your dog potentially, but other dogs may not, so you need to put the work in for your dog to understand and react to other dogs' cues, and by that you'll just need to socialize them a lot.
And food. I
Yeah.
say this all the time. I complain about this all the time. People buy their dog baker's food, right, off the shelf in the supermarket, and then they'll feed it to the dog, and then it's just become universally accepted that dogs apparently fart all the time, and dogs apparently have bad teeth and stinky breath. And the reason for that is because they're being fed total shit. Sorry to go on my Eddie Abu arc here, but what people feed dogs is total shit. And dog food can be expensive when you buy, like, obviously if you're feeding them raw, it's incredibly expensive. We don't feed these two raw, but they have like cold pressed fish-based food because so many dogs have allergies to poultry, and no one ever thinks about that. Oh, I just give my dog some chicken. I boil it. I see people feeding dogs chicken and rice, and it's like, are you sure your dog is allowed to have this?
I mean, even like the thing with food is that Mabel and Brie don't stink.
Yeah, they haven't got smelly breath. They got lovely shiny teethers.
That's because we brush their teeth. Brush your dog's teeth, by the way. Make sure they have that learned from the
Right,
start.
now here's the other thing I wanted to say, because we've just like information bombarded.
Yes.
Every single dog is also different.
Yep.
So no matter how much you prepare, and no matter how much you think you know, you're not going to know it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I would say this, that Mabel was a trial by fire as a puppy in many ways. She's a great dog. I love Mabel.
Was hyper intelligent and eager to learn, but as a result got really bored very quickly.
And was really naughty very easy.
So you have to be super careful with that. With Brie, conversely, was
The easiest puppy I think I've ever seen.
she's like, the lights are on, but no one's home, right? Yeah. She understands a lot, and she's an intelligent breed, but she's not even remotely the same as Mabel in terms of.
Yeah, every dog is
Big
different.
brain.
They've got different, like, even within the same breed, you're going to have very different temperaments. And, when we were at the vet's the other day, the vet remarked upon how intelligent Mabel was. And you can get really mixed bag with Labradoodles and whether they're going to be like that intelligence level or not. Mabel is like a little human being. It's horrifying sometimes.
People assume that about crossbreeds, right? Whereas if I get a Labrador Golden Retriever cross, it'll be fun and goofy and smart and whatever. Or if I get a Husky cross, whatever, Spaniel, it'll be really high energy because it's part Spaniel, and that's just not how it goes.
Friendly, but
yeah, it's just not how it fucking goes at all.
You can't pick and choose. The only way you're going to get even slightly reliable temperaments is going within breed, going to a proper breeder. But even within, and this is one of the good things about the people we got Brie from, is that they had one dog in their litter, one puppy, that they realised had the potential to become a reactive dog. From the way that he reacted to things, which is things that normal breeders don't necessarily, I say normal breeders, ones that don't know what they're doing, might not check. Like, they had their dogs doing, like, sniff tests on, like, spices and things to figure out how they react to things they don't like. And he was reactive as a little teeny baby, and they decided to not sell him, which is good.
Don't pay more than $1,000 for a dog. I'm going to say that because when we go on, like, Pets at Home to look at dogs, just out of curiosity, there's always a popular breed, right? It's really easy to, like Labradoodles were obviously massively hated, then became Golden Doodles over COVID.
I will say, to be fair, if you want to get a Golden Retriever, they're going to be like $2,000.
Oh, sure, right. But what I was going to say is, like, there are the trendy breeds in the moment. I remember growing up, Huskies were super popular because of Game of Thrones. Before that, Dalmatians were super popular because of 101 Dalmatians, suddenly blasting those out. Well, and then, obviously, Pitbull type breeds were super, super popular in the mid-2000s. They were all dumped. And then you just see this cycle all the time of popular dogs. Right now, it's the Bernedoodles. Which, when we go on Pets at Home, you look at poodles, and then, unless you exclude crossbreeds, all that comes down the list is Bernedoodles, and people are charging $5,000.
Cavapoos.
$5,000 for some dog that is just... It's just a dog.
Do not pay expensive money for crossbreeds, ever. Don't do it.
Anyway, just get a dog. Here's the thing. If you fuck it up, just get a dog trainer.
True.
Am I wrong? It can't ever go that wrong. It can't ever go disastrously that it can't be recovered.
Yeah, just take your dog to puppy classes.
I think don't worry about it. I think we've stressed you out by saying too much now.
We've got a lot of dog knowledge.
Dog knowledge, and I know what the dogs are really wanting right now.
That is dinner. They're staring
That's the
at
other
us.
thing I was going to say. Release command.
Yeah, because whenever we say...
You got to wrap this up fast. We got 3 minutes.
Yes. We've got to wait and okay, or wait and go. And when they have dinner, we make them sit in their bed, and then they sit in that bed, and they are only allowed to eat when we say okay. It's really helpful. It means that they know to stop and wait somewhere.
They are gun dogs, so it's easy with gun dogs, because that's a big part of why they were bred to be that.
Yes.
Right, is that the release command on hunt.
But it's really easy to train. You literally just put a treat on your hand, and then if they come and try and eat it, you close your hand, and then eventually they'll figure out, oh, I'm not supposed to take this. And then you can give it to them and just go on from there. And eventually you'll be able to put it on the floor, then you'll be able to put it on a food bowl, and they'll understand it. They'll get there.
Unless you buy a stupid dog, like an Afghan hound.
True.
The stupidest of the dogs.
The stupidest of all dogs.
Some dogs are very stupid.
Like Brie.
So consider that. Thank you.
Sam has opened up RuneScape, by the way.
Well, I'm doing my AFK stuff. Don't worry about it.
AFK thieving.
Don't worry about it. Anyway, thank you for joining us today. Do you have any final thoughts?
No, I don't think so.
The duck situation is out of control.
There are a lot of ducks.
We're going to end up with a lot of ducks if we're not careful.
Yeah. We also need to get something to put all your videos on because your phone is too full.
It's full.
It's full.
Well, to be fair, these videos are recorded in very high resolution.
They do.
So it's
like
your
4K.
fault because you won't shut up.
It's my fault. Okay, I'll stop talking. You end the episode.
Bye. The video is ending. Fuck off now. The video is ending. Fuck off now. Go outside, Matthew and Dale too. And little Scoot. You fucking... Poo. Nice, nailed it. Right, fucking turn it off.
Okay.